One thing I believed in very strongly for a long time was that Emily was the villain, but now that Passion has come out, I'm not so sure about that.
I hope Adrian has a good Christmas.
A hero.
In Passion, we saw Natalie watching videos that Emily had made where she said,
I know he's as stubborn as they come, and it won't be easy to convince him to stop chasing the miraculous, but you have to, for Adrian. He's going to need you both, and I know you'll take care of him like a mother.
And that was such an eye-opening scene for me because it showed a lot about who she is. She told Natalie to convince Gabriel to stop chasing after the miraculous. And I'm sorry, but would the bad guy who wants the same thing as her husband say that? I don't think so. Not to mention, all she wanted and really cared about was making sure that they would protect her son. And speaking of Adrian, that's actually one of the biggest reasons what kind of made me realize that she might not be the villain. Senti monsters are a reflection of whatever the holder wanted. The emotions you have at the moment of creating the Senti impact who the Senti monster is. Meaning, the reason that Adrian is such a loving and caring person is because that's exactly who Amelie is. Those are the things she felt when creating him. At the end of the day, Amelie just wanted a son, and so that's the only thing Adrian wants to be, nothing else. And I don't know about you, but for me personally, no one who could create Adrian to be the way he was could be a villain. There's literally not an evil bone in his body, and I believe that if Amelie were the villain, some evilness, I guess, would be reflected into who he was, because more than likely, if she was the villain, she would have had ill intentions when creating a son. Also, some other reasons I always said that she was evil was because of her sister, nephew, and husband. Amelie and Felix for a long time seemed to be evil as well. That's one of the things that I mentioned in my other video. And since it seemed like they were evil, I thought it made sense that Amelie is also evil, but it turns out that they aren't. I mean, yeah, Felix has done some not good things, but his intentions were always good, and Amelie was just trying to help her son. So if her family isn't actually bad at all, could that also be a sign that she wasn't either? As for Gabriel, the thing is, it's very possible to be a really good person but married to someone horrible. It literally happens all the time, so personally I don't think that saying because she married Gabriel who was really evil that makes her evil, because that's not really true. I mean, if you take a look at Natalie, she was always a good person but did bad things alongside Gabriel because she was in love with him. I'm sure that was the case with Amelie as well. She never really wanted anything to do with it, she just wanted to be a family, but because of her love for Gabriel, she was willing to do anything for him, hence why she used the broken miraculous and ended up in a coma-like state. And also, about the whole not letting Adrian out thing, for a long time that was a big reason why I believe she was evil, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think it may have just been a protection thing. Maybe Amelie was scared of what would happen if she let him out, so she always kept him inside.